America Meditating Radio Show, we collect wisdom, inspire each other, and empower hearts 24/7. Hi, I'm Sister Jenna. Join me and guest on Blog Talk Radio as we amplify stories that compel us to be more for ourselves and everyone else around us.
The entire world watched.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And humanity saw that the sky was not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
The Azar Foundation for Children of the World is an organization aimed to support women and children in need across the globe. We believe in empowering lives, strengthening minds, and providing programs that enrich health and education. The Azar Foundation was founded in 2003 and has been serving the world ever since. Visit us at our website at www.azarforchildren.org. That's www.azar4children.org to find out more information about our endeavors and join our mailing list. Remember, the smile and the cry of a child doesn't have any language. The Azar Foundation.
Do you like to meditate? Have you tried to meditate? Have you struggled with meditation? Why don't you visit one of the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Center? Visit brahmakumaris.org.
Are you in need of a tech service company that's going to deliver the best solutions for your business? Then Attronica is your solutions headquarters. Here we specialize in your individual needs to make sure your business shines. For more information, please call 301-417-0070 or visit us at our website at attronica.net. Attronica, where we deliver for you.
Hello, everyone. This is Sister Jenna from the America Meditating Radio, and I'm excited to introduce to you Meditate the Vote. It's going to be a national campaign, and what we're asking for all of you to join us with is to raise the bar of conversation. Try to see in what way we can change our interpretation about who we are, what we are, and perhaps the direction in which we want this country to go in. Regardless of whoever becomes the next president in 2017, we are still responsible for the way that we want to move our lives. So could you join me and an alliance of friends around the country to meditate the vote? Go to americameditating.org, press on Events, Meditate the Vote, and you'll be able to get a whole bunch of information. So join us, because I, Sister Jenna, meditate the vote.
He ran for state office and was beaten, started a business and failed, ran for Congress and lost. But thankfully, Abraham Lincoln didn't give up. Persistence. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
My life is a good life. Ashe, my life is good. Ashe, my life is a good life. Amen, amen. My heart is a good heart. Amen, amen. My heart is good. Amen, hallelujah. My thought is a pure thought. Hallelujah. My thought is pure. Hallelujah. My thought is pure. Hallelujah. My thought is pure. Selah, Selah. My way is a peaceful way. Selah, Selah. My way
Hello, everyone, and welcome to America Meditating Radio. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. We're at the beautiful Meditation Museum in Silver Spring, Maryland. And then if you ever are passing by or you're in town, please stop in. We'd love to see you. We have the beautiful quiet room waiting just for you to get centered and to get focused on the things that matter the most to you, like peace of mind. Anyway, as we continue to unfold the story of life, we're finding ourselves always being called to be a little bit higher than we were the day before. Not with pressure or intensity where you're kind of like, oh, I can't make the call. I don't know how to do this anymore. But, we're being born, we're born with certain tendency and traits that are genetic. One, and in spiritual terminology, karmic. Hey, by the way, when I was at the White House for the Roots screening, we were gifted a 23andMe genetic pack. Let me tell you, as a spiritual person, I believe that we are really carrying our stories of many lifetimes with us. And some of those stories were so impactful that I'm so attached to it. So the attachment to some old karmic stuff or an old life, is still rolling over in my current life experience, sort of like rollover minutes. I call them rollover karmas. And I took the 23andMe test, and it came back. And I have to tell you, I had my brother who's a PhD, and he works for a very top pharmaceutical company, and he said if I had trained as a track star, I would have won the Olympics. I was like, what? I can't even run to save my life. And he's saying, but no, in your genetic code, it shows that your whole structure and your body type has that capability. How many of us are walking around in life not even knowing that we've got certain talents and capabilities sitting somewhere in the soul, and that we really have an opportunity to live large? And I don't mean large where you have 1 million followers or you're living large because people are idolizing you. I'm talking about living large where you can overcome your greatest tests, your greatest challenge. I'm talking about living large where you're in a relationship that's kind of gone sour or turned differently for you, and it's not the way that you were expecting it to be, and then it's calling you to be the more godlike one. I'm talking about living large in which you want to show God, your father, your mother, your teacher, your guide, that you really come from his stock of energy, that you really are at the heart of it all. And this is what it's about. The America Meditating Radio Show is looking for all of us to understand each other more and to appreciate each other's journey and to learn from each other, to see in what best way we can be closer to our divine maker and our divinity of our soul. Because if we don't get divine, there's another energy that's going to claim us, and that's going to be the one where it's just hard to wake up and it's hard to keep going and it's just hard to believe that there's any hope out there. But there is hope, and there'll always be hope. And I know that we are all born with the power and the gift to rise against our greatest odds. We have that ability. I hope you're participating in the Meditate the Vote campaign. We are in our second month, and we are proud to welcome the DC Jewish Community Center on board, and we're going to be hosting our first event with them in September. I think it'll be around September 13th, but stay tuned for more. And we're going to be at Busboy Poets on July, when is it going to be, Antonia? It's going to be on July 19th. So Meditate the Vote will be at Busboy Poets on July 19th. And what we're talking about is how do we get our power back? How do we get comfortable inside? I mean, we're making choices that we think are the best things for us, and we're trying to find that inner comfort. So how do we find that comfort? Where do we get that comfort from? If it's not from thinking and reviewing and looking at things from two perspectives. Do I stay in the dark or do I move myself into light? As hard as moving ourselves into the light in a world of darkness is, man, there's nothing sweeter than triumphing over that. How many movies have we watched where we're seeing like the underdog is where everyone has kind of pushed them aside and said, forget about her. She'll never amount to anything. But that underdog believed in something that was greater than the illness or the sickness or the obstacle that was in front of them, and they rose. They got up, and they did their thing. That's what it's about, my friends. Get on board with Meditate the Vote. Go to Facebook and Twitter. Send us your thoughts. Are you powerful enough to affect change? What do you believe the most about America? What do you like? What do you still like about this country? Football games? Baseball games? What do you like? You like whatever's left of its freedom? What do you like? The open skies, the open spaces? I don't know. Can you tell us? Just go to Facebook or Twitter. Meditate the Vote, and feel free to visit the website that our beautiful Natalie put together as one of our interns, meditatethevote.com. When you meditate the vote, you choose comfort. You make a comfortable choice that you, your conscience, your heart, your soul, your mind, your life can live with, my brothers and sisters. So let's do what we do best here on the America Meditating Radio Show, and that is to let it all go and take ourselves into a higher place of existence. Breathe in deeply, inhale, and from my off the grid into the heart meditation CD. Let's relax. Om Shanti. The time that we choose to be aware doesn't necessarily require me to just sit and meditate. But even while I walk and move around, I can be in a meditative awareness, which is awareness of the soul, the original, eternal, imperishable being of light. For a little while, I'd like to invite you to be present, to be here, and to be now. Allow your mind to settle in the moment, to relax. This meditation is about awareness. It's about becoming aware of your original and eternal self. It's about connecting to your truth. Let go of your name. And observe yourself feeling nameless. Let go of your gender, to discontinue thinking you're a man or a woman. Let it go and observe how you would feel walking around without a gender. Let go of the role that you play and let go of the titles that you own. Observe how you're feeling as you are gradually letting go. Let go of your religion and put it aside just for now. And let go of your nationality and even the language that you're accustomed to. Imagine you have no name, gender, role, title, religion, nationality, or even a language. Ask yourself, how do you feel at this moment? And in this feeling, who would think of you, and who would you think of? The Supreme Soul would think of you, and you, the liberated soul, would think of the Supreme. In this state of absolute freedom, I am truly who I am. A free, peaceful, pure, immortal, and eternal soul. Allow yourself to just be absorbed in this awareness. At this time, don't you just love that meditation? Letting go from my Off the Grid into the Heart meditation CD. You know how many areas of life that meditation alone cures? It cures our racism issues, it cures our gender issues, it cures our religious issues, it cures our emotional issues, it cures our nationalistic issues, our language, you name it. This meditation, letting go from my Off the Grid into the Heart, cures a lot. And we are okay. I mean, we're tender little babies of God. I don't care how old you are. You're still a child of God, and you're still opened to be nurtured. Be opened to be nurtured and to be cared for and to be loved. And to know that sometimes whatever you are born into is an opportunity for you to find your strength, unlike you might have ever imagined that it could be. You have the power to rise above. And talking about power, today we're proud to welcome national best-selling author ReShonda Tate Billingsley. Now, is that a name of power or what? Now, ReShonda is a highly sought-after motivational speaker, award-winning poet, and national bestseller author of more than 40 books. You see, she is the recipient of the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Literature for her book, Say Amen Again, and was also nominated for her books, Mama's Boy and The Secret She Kept. Several of ReShonda's books have been optioned for movies, including Let the Church Say Amen, and two of her books will become movies on TV One. The Secret She Kept, which will be aired on July 10th, just coming up, and The Devil is a Lie, airing this fall. ReShonda has received a plethora of distinguished awards and honors for her journalism, fiction, and poetry writing skills, and considered one of the top inspirational fiction authors in the country. Her books remain a staple on bestsellers list and have been featured in USA Today, J, Jet, People, Essence, and a whole lot more. Wow. Talk about honored to be having a conversation with this incredible spirit. ReShonda, welcome to the American Meditating Radio. Hello, my sister.
Hello there. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, well, you've been busy allowing God's gift to flow through you.
Absolutely. You know, I have always felt like I was blessed. I am walking in my purpose and living my passion.
Beautiful. Was that always in you from a child, or was there an event that triggered it in you, or was there a mentor that you observed growing up that said, ReShonda, this is it, baby. You've got to keep your game clear, stay focused, and believe in what you've got in you? What was it?
It has always been a desire of mine since I was a little girl. I just loved storytelling and making up stories. But unfortunately, you know, I'm from a family that is more in the box, and I love my mother to death. But it wasn't something that she nurtured or supported because, you know, I needed to get a real job, as she would always tell me. And it wasn't because she didn't believe in me. It's because she wanted it, you know, she was safe, and she had never seen writers of color. So I always had to believe in myself enough to make everybody else then come along for the ride.
Well, with your name, ReShonda, have you met Shonda Rhimes yet?
Not yet. You got her number?
OMG. I just love her writing, and I'm sure that when you both get together, there'll be some sparks. I want to talk about some of the work that you're doing, ReShonda. And, you know, you're right up the road from us here. We're at the Meditation Museum on Georgia, and TV One is right up the road from here. You're an award-winning TV and newspaper journalist, and you've authored a lot of best-selling books. What's inspiring you, the spirit, to bring this to the surface?
You know, there are so many stories that I tell. I write fiction, but they mirror reality. They mirror real life. And so that's one of the things that I love about what I do is that, I'm making up these stories, but essentially I'm ministering to people. I'm letting them see themselves in the pages. The book, The Secret She Kept, it has opened up the door for a discussion on mental illness. I've had so many people contact me after reading this book saying, okay, I see what's wrong with my sister, or this is what's going on with my daughter. Now I know how to get help. And I'm just writing these books, but I didn't realize when I started the reach that they would have. So that's definitely one of the blessings of what I do.
That's fantastic. You know, the National Alliance on Mental Illness estimates that nearly 16 million adults in America, and that's only what's on record, had at least one major depressive episode in the past year, and approximately 10 million adults live with a serious mental illness, and a large percentage of them don't even receive mental health services, ReShonda. Why do you think so many people are suffering with such a sensitive disease, which so many of us just can't understand?
Well, it's because we don't see it as a disease. And it really is. When there is something wrong with your body, you go to a doctor and you get help. If you have cancer, you go get treated. Diabetes, you get treated. We don't see mental illness as a disease that needs to be treated. And so often in our families, we brush it under the rug. Oh, that's crazy cousin June over there, or that's your uncle. He's crazy. Let's just lock him in the back room. We don't get help for it. A lot of times it's a dirty little secret in many families. And what I was hoping to do with both the book and the movie is destigmatize the secrecy behind mental illness.
Thank you for doing that. You know, in my Indian culture, in India, there are two stigmas that are really, really where folks just run away from you or just act like you don't exist in their family. One is to be born gay, and the second one is to have a mental illness. They're like, forget it.
Yes.
Would you believe in India alone, ReShonda, there are only 3,000 psychiatrists in that whole country of 1 billion people?
Wow.
So that speaks volumes as to how they even deal with that. So tell me, why are we so sensitive? What is it that we feel as individuals when we're witnessing someone close to us just not able to get it together?
You know, and that's just it, that when we have people dealing with mental illness, for so long people have felt like, just get it together. If you're depressed, get it together. It's like mental illness is a sign of weakness, and we're stronger than that. We're better than that. But it's not. The mind can't control it. The mind can't just get it together. And I think we've been conditioned to believe that we can, that it's a choice that the mentally ill are making to stay in their room under the covers and be depressed, to act out and do these crazy, quote-unquote, crazy things. And it's not. It is a bona fide illness.
One or two steps. How can someone who is suffering with mental illness try to find the strength to somehow break that cycle?
Don't be afraid to seek help. If you can't get it inside your family and your family doesn't understand it, go outside. Go to support groups. You can even find support systems online now. And for family members, I think we have to break the judging and instead say, let our family members know it is okay to get help. It is a two-pronged effect.
Right. I like that. Because I think one of the things that a lot of individuals that are struggling with some sort of an emotional challenge is that they feel like their suffering is just their own. Like, it's only me. It only happened to me. You don't understand what I have been through. And then there's this, like, fear of speaking up, and yet it's in the speaking up that they're actually released. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes, absolutely. And one of the things that I'm finding in my research with the book is that these people are amazed to see, wow, there are so many other people that understand my journey. And I think that's the value in speaking up, to see that you are not going through this alone.
Exactly. So congratulations. Woo-hoo, bring out the troopers, right? You have got this thing coming out on the movie, girl. That's amazing. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I am just ecstatic about it. This is my second book to film, and what I really love about what TV One is doing is I love to be able to fuse entertainment with education, and both the book and the movie really do that, and that's one of the things that I'm most proud about.
And it's timely. So congratulations to TV One, for bringing the issue of mental illness to the table. The Secret She Kept, I think, will be broadcast on July 10th, and the message is conscious and it's valuable. But what would you like to tell our listeners? Like, how should they sit in front of the TV on July 10th to be able to receive the depth of the message that you'd like to convey?
It's a family movie. I love that fact. And so I would just urge your listeners to watch it, and if they're on social media, tweet about it. Just help people spread the word. Help us spread the word. No more secrets. It is okay to ask for help.
And what's the Twitter handle?
The Twitter handle is #Secret She Kept.
Now, do you have a secret?
I do. I have mental illness in my family. That's why I'm so passionate about this. And so it was dirty. It was that dirty little secret my mother didn't want people to know about, and she didn't want me to write the book. And when it came out, and everybody was like, "Wow, that's us too." She said, "Wow, okay, I didn't realize this many people were going through what we're going through."
Exactly. And if you were to share your best vision for yourself that would impact the world, what would that be, ReShonda?
That I continue to be able to write and do movies that make a difference. As I said, I love to entertain, but if one person can walk away educated, motivated to forgive someone, just motivated to act, then my work will not have been in vain.
ReShonda Tate Billingsley, I love your name. Leave us with a website that we can find more information on you. And please, I want you to come and visit us at the museum whenever you're in Washington, D.C. I think this topic is a very, very, very important but also timely topic, because too many of our brothers and sisters think it's only them, that they're alone in this suffering. And I know we're not. All of us, we're all in this together. Let's see what we can do to shed some more light on another angel's life, shall we?
Absolutely. And please, my website is my very long name, ReShondaTateBillingsley.com.
You know you're going to have to spell that for me.
I know. ReShondaTateBillingsley.com.
Sounds like the alphabet. We love you. Thank you so much for all that you're doing, and all the very best.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.
So, yes, this is an illness that we should not be struggling with ourselves anymore. I think it's important for us to seek help. It's time for us to get some support. As ReShonda said, go online. Tell folks, I'm not feeling so good. I haven't been feeling so good for a long time. You know, my friends, I'll tell you this. When I'm in my down mode, Antonia, she gets it in a minute. I'll be like, listen, I am not in the mood. Or I'll just tell somebody, I'm not in a good space. And there's something whenever I do that, everyone around me knows Sister Jenna needs a little bit of time and a little bit of support, because I'm letting you know there's some stuff going on in me at this time. And just like I'm always there for you, I'm just saying quietly through my expression is that, hey, can you help? And so please, anybody out there listening, it's been a rough time, it's been a rough season. Is the season not passing? Is it just the same season over and over again? Please, go online. Find out where you can find some support. Secondly, turn to TV One on July 10th, The Secret She Kept. Go online to Facebook or to Twitter, hashtag The Secret She Kept, and find a way in how we can get rid of this terrible disease, which is really what I think, again, is just untold stories that we feel no one should know. Something I did with a few kids that were here about 2 weeks ago, the kids that were here, and I told them, please, don't let your success be harnessed by something that you're keeping inside, a thought that you are having that you're ashamed of, that you don't want anyone else to know that you think that thought. Everyone listening to this conversation, I want you to write that thought down. Write that thought that you don't want anyone to know that you think it, you like it, you're repulsed by it, it's taken you over, and if anyone found out about it, that you'd be ashamed. Write that thought down, look at it, roll it up, put it to fire, burn it. It's a thought. Let it go, because that thought can be really the part that really is destroying our consciousness. We hope you've enjoyed our conversation today. You are listening to America Meditating Radio. Remember to join us with Meditate the Vote. Just go to Meditate the Vote on Facebook and Twitter. We want your voice. We want to hear you. We want you to send in your pictures of your Meditate the Vote videos and pictures, and go online to meditatethevote.com for some more information. It's really a heartfelt initiative where we're engaging you in questions that you need to ask yourself. What is that one thought that I don't want anyone else to know I'm thinking? Write that down, but don't send it to us. But look at it, and then let us know how that felt. Whenever you meditate the vote, you feel comfortable, because you've made a choice that was filled with light. We love you very much and wish you all the very best as you move along, because life is about living. It's not about trying to live. It's about living. And yes, we have a lot to learn, and we will continue to learn. But just remember, sometimes it's not always going to be easy, but we have what it takes. We can do this. We just have to lift our voices and lift ourselves. Go into that silent space. And from that silent space, your answers will emerge. Here's love and gratitude from Kristen Hoffman. Take care, everyone.
And when we start to fall, and when we lose the call, there's nothing